Dr. Zebra. Our sessions have now begun. Our patients, as well as the observers, are in the room. We are grateful for this opportunity to come together again. Thank you for being a part of Elephant in the Room. Session begins.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's so good to see all of your lovely faces. Today we are talking about change, but first I just want to check in with everyone and see how your week has gone. Has there been any changes in your week? Who wants to start? Anybody?
Yeah, sure.
Donnie, hi.
I'll go.
Great.
I'll go.
You doing okay, Donnie? You've had a good week?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, nothing new. All pretty much all like it always is. You know, it's just the same old, this, that, everything. Yep.
Okay, good. Ronnie, how are you doing this week? We had a birthday party for you a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just wondering how you're doing. Have you had any changes this week?
Well, I thought we were supposed to, do change, so I moved.
You moved?
Well,
Can you
not
say more
far,
about that?
but I moved. Huh?
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, I moved out of the shade into the sun, and I don't like it.
Oh, no. Wow, why don't you like it?
Because it's hot,
Yes.
and we haven't had very much rain,
Yes.
so it's hot.
Okay. So you may have more change in the future going
Well,
back into the shade.
Yeah, but right now it's hot.
Ronnie, do you wear sunscreen?
I don't have any sunscreen.
Oh, do you moisturize?
I moisturize a lot.
Okay, I don't.
How
I
do
use
you-
dirt.
Okay, dirt. Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. Ernie, it's nice to hear your voice. How are you doing this week?
Oh, nothing happened, nothing changed. I drank some water and I ate some leaves. And I'm still a little sad
Yeah.
because I lost my only buddy. But other than that, I'm okay.
And by losing your only buddy, you mean?
I mean, Donnie.
Okay, there we are. Yep.
I mean, I looked forward to talking to him all week, and that made me happy. And now I don't really have anything to look forward to it, even though I really love talking to you, Dr. Zebra. I like you a lot.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that.
I thought we were friends. What happened to that, Ernie? What
Oh,
happened to
yeah.
that?
I look forward to seeing Ronnie, too. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I think of you all the time, too. I think of you, and I think of Reginald, and I think sometimes of Sparky, but it's hard for me to imagine Sparky and me hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie, don't feel too bad. I think Ernie has deep affection for you. I've heard him speak very highly of you.
I do very, very much. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. It's just that Donnie and I shared something special, and then he took it away.
Donnie, what'd you do that for?
I don't know. He's just mean.
No, Donnie, what'd you do that for?
Never get into a friendship with a donkey.
Since Ronnie, since you asked, since you brought it up, I was determined not to get into this again, since it seems like we get into this every time, every week. But no. I'm just gonna say,
It is what it is.
there is absolutely nothing that I have done to bring about this feeling in Ernie. This is him. It's not me. It's him. There, I said it. It's over. Okay, good.
Sparky,
Hi.
how are you doing? It's so good to see your face. How are you doing this week?
Well, it's kind of a lot of things going on, but one of the things is I've been working on making a bat friend, and well, I have one now. It took a while. My bat friend's name is Wingy.
Oh, good.
And
did you eat him?
no.
No?
No.
That's a good friend then.
Yeah. It took me a couple of tries to catch one. The first,
You caught him?
yeah.
He was
Well-
your prisoner and he said he'd be your friend?
It wouldn't talk to me until I caught it, and we could talk for a while, because before that it just was flying around, and I'm only just starting to fly, so I couldn't catch it. But then I finally caught it. But the first one, I kind of it when I poked it, it didn't move anymore after I caught it, and then I tried another one, and that happened again. But the third one didn't.
Yay!
The third one I didn't squish it, and so now it's my friend Winnie.
Yay! That's fantastic. Now, are you still keeping it captive, or is it? Does it have free will to fly around?
It flies around now after we talked for a while.
Okay, good.
Well,
just
you
wanted
squished
to-
the first two, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but they're just so small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comparatively, yeah.
I have someone small you can squish.
You do?
What? Who's that?
Well, never mind. I didn't, sorry.
Okay. Maybe we can come back to that, Ronnie. Yeah. Reginald, how are you doing this week?
Oh, jolly good, actually.
Yes.
Yes. It's been a very, very good week for us here in the paddock, as they say. Speaking of change, which I believe is what we are speaking of.
Yes.
For this week. Speaking of change, we did have just a little bit of a change in our area. They did
Really?
bring in some new foliage, which, for some is simply decoration, but for those of us herbivore types, it is sustenance as well. And as you are aware, Dr. Zebra, I've been
Yes.
having a little bit of difficulty with the,
Heights.
and so they brought in this new foliage that's at a much lower level.
Yay!
Yes. And so that has been a marvelous change that we have had, that I have had. And so I'm very, very pleased.
That's wonderful news, Reginald. I think we're all cheering for you. That's fantastic. So
Thank
your
you.
tummy is full, is it?
Oh, yes.
Yay! Good.
My foliage is low. You can
Is
come
it?
and eat my foliage.
You eat leaves?
Yeah, they're really tasty, and there's different kinds of leaves.
All kinds.
Yeah, all kinds of.
I don't eat green things.
You should try it. It's healthy.
Well, many children reject green food at first, but you develop a taste for it as you get older, I think. Sparky, it might happen for you.
Yeah, I would say it helps your skin, but you look at me and Ronnie, and it doesn't really help your skin.
I
But,
think Ronnie is beautiful the way she
yeah,
moisturizes.
Thank
But-
you.
we've got kind of tough and rough skin, and we're kind of fat. So
It's genetics.
the leaves don't really change that.
Say, let me check in
My
with
parents are fat.
Dr.
They don't eat leaves. So.
Oh, your parents don't eat leaves? Sparky? No? I'm going to check in with Dr. Wally Codswallop. Has anybody seen him lately? Oh, there he is.
What? I've been here the whole time. People ignore me, probably because they don't know what to say.
No offense, but you're quite small, Dr. Codswallop. It's hard to see you behind some of the other creatures.
Oh, I
Forgive
know.
me.
I know. I'm very small. Go ahead and make fun of me.
No, I wasn't making fun of you. I'm just,
Oh, yes, you were.
You are small.
I am very small. Go ahead. Make fun of the small bird.
one can be small yet mighty, and I think that describes you quite
Oh,
well,
yes.
actually.
Small but mighty. Right out of Shakespeare.
So we're
That's a
doing
Shakespeare quote.
a check-in, Dr. Codswallop. We're doing a check-in and seeing how everybody is doing. Did you want to contribute? How are you doing this week?
Does it matter, really?
Yes, we are concerned, and you are part of our, Donnie, we are concerned, and he is part of our group.
What have I done? I've done nothing. I've climbed the net and squawked a bit.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good.
That's it.
All
Yes.
right.
Squawked quite a bit.
Squawked quite a bit. That's good
He's
news.
very good at squawking.
I'm good at squawking, yes.
He is.
It's the one
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that I really
Oh, yeah.
add to the aviary.
Oh, yeah.
I squawk.
Yes.
Yes, a lot, a whole lot. Yes, in fact, yeah. If there was just one, mind you, one thing that I had to say you were very good at, and that is squawking. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate what I have to offer as my gifts.
I didn't say
highly-
I appreciated it. I just said you're good at it. That's all I said. That's all.
Well,
That's all.
an appreciation. If you say you're good at something, then you obviously are appreciating that thing that you are complimenting, and you just complimented me. Thank you, sir.
It's another statement of fact in much the same way that you're small. So there. Okay, I said it.
Yes, I'm small, and you like my squawking. So there we are.
Yay! I think we can all agree that he is receiving it as an affirmation.
I am, yes.
That
of course.
is lovely. So today we are going to focus on the topic of change. And even with the check-in, some of us have talked about change. We hear that Sparky has a new friend, and we know that Ronnie has changed from the shade to the sun, and Reginald has changed his diet to more foliage because of the location of it and the height. So that's good news. What I want to do is check in with everyone, and we're going to talk about change. Sparky, I think that the change that you've experienced is quite significant. You have a face-to-face friend, and that's wonderful. Do you want to tell us more about the changes in your life?
Well, one of the big ones is that my dad says my wings are big enough now to learn to fly.
Jolly good.
So I've been doing wing exercises, and I'm kind of nervous about flying. I'm excited about it, but I'm nervous about it. But then I could go flying with Wingy, and that would be good. I'm a little bit. When Mom and Dad fly, they jump off the cliff, and I'm a little scared about that. If I'm not good at flying. What if I'm not good at flying?
Too. They fly at night.
But when I get so that I can fly, I could fly over where you all are sometime.
But then you're going to hunt for things yourself, right?
Yeah, well, when I fly, that's what dragons do when we get big
I
enough
have
to fly.
something here.
Then I'll be big enough to get my own food instead of have my parents bring it home.
What kind of mammals do you eat?
Oh, any kind Mom and Dad bring home so far. But I'm not very big, so I won't be able to hunt big ones.
Well, Sparky, if I may, you know, your mother and father love you very much. You do know that, don't you? Yes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, all right. Well, using that as a basis, I'm just saying, jumping off of a cliff can be a rather intimidating experience. But if your mother and father are with you, I'm sure they would not let anything untoward happen to you. Do you believe that?
Well, sometimes they get busy and they look and they're doing other things and they're not there and they're not paying attention, and then things can happen.
I wouldn't jump off a cliff.
I hear your concerns, Sparky, but I agree with Reginald. I think that this is pretty high stakes, and your parents are not going to neglect your safety on your first jump.
Okay.
I don't know your parents, but my parents wouldn't have left me on my first. I don't jump, but if I did.
Oh, I'd love to jump. I love it.
Ronnie, have you had, this sounds like Sparky is experiencing a rite of passage of sorts where she's moving into a new stage of development. Have you had anything like that happen to you? A significant change in your life where you stepped into a new stage?
I wasn't really thinking about new stages, but I mean, I'm okay with the meerkats. I guess that's a change.
You were not okay with them before?
Well, I haven't really been okay with really anybody
Right.
except Sally for a while.
Right.
But I've been, trying to, be nice. And I'm not being destructive anymore.
That's
But
fantastic.
the meerkats were the first, that really included me except for Sam. And that's what I was talking about, Sparky. If you ever want to fly over here, I got somebody small you can squash.
Who's
Oh.
that?
Who
You
is
can't
that?
squash it yourself. I squash things accidentally. Like I would probably kill a bat if I hugged it.
But Ernie, if I squash him, I'll be right back where I was before.
Sure. So you're trying to avoid being violent or destructive as part of your personal change, right? Ronnie?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. But
That's
sometimes you
very
can't
good.
help it. You just want to hug it. You want to hug things. And I hug them with my trunk, and they're only little, and I like to touch their fur and like little things, and they, I don't mean to kill them like a puppy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't mean it.
I understand, Ernie.
I'm loving it. I love it, but then I'm sad.
I didn't mean to squish the bats.
Yes, I understand.
Question.
Reginald. Oh, Ronnie, go ahead. You were gonna say something, Ronnie.
Oh, no, I just had a question. Are puppies like wild dogs? Because I know they call their babies pups.
They're like wolves.
Yep. They're all in the same kind of category, yes.
We got lots of wild dogs and with pups.
I bet their
I
babies
would
are
they're
cute.
killing those pups. They're cute.
Very
Don't
cute.
pick them up. Don't pick them up.
No,
I can't.
we'll want to avoid that. Yeah.
But don't pick them up.
Reginald, I just wanted to check in with you. What are you noticing in the group and in the conversation so far around change? Anything you want to contribute to the group?
Well, I believe, I've always believed, Dr. Zebra, that change is not only a good thing, but it is inevitable, don't you know? As we live our lives, things change. And so we need to, if I may postulate a theorem here, we need to be open. We need to be open to things changing because they're going to change whether we're open or not.
Yes.
So we might as well be open to it.
I think that's quite true and profound. Thank you, Reginald.
That's wise.
Very wise. Sparky, I'm seeing your face and it looks like you're not quite enthusiastic about what Reginald said. Is there more to the change in your life besides your wingspan?
Well, how's school? You're at school. Tell us.
School's okay. There's still that one girl that's being mean to me, but otherwise it's good. My teacher's nice. I still would like to go visit people.
That
Well,
wasn't
Maybe when I get better at flying. Mom and Dad said I can't do that. Mom's been really mean lately.
Say, Sparky, when Reginald was talking about change and being open to change, your face was clearly indicating more than school and wingspan. Is there something else going on?
I don't know. I don't know if my parents used to give me all their attention, and Mom's been really distracted lately. And last night she laid an egg. and I think that maybe they're trying to replace me. Maybe I'm.
Oh my.
No. I am positive that is not the case, my dear. Honestly, they would not be replacing you. They're simply adding to the family. That's all.
Yeah, maybe they're just having breakfast.
No, I don't think that's the case, Ernie.
No?
It's not that kind of egg. We're talking
see.
about a new baby dragon.
Oh, a new baby. That'll be great.
Yeah.
This egg is big.
Yeah, well,
I'm
it's
sure.
got a
I'm
dragon
sure.
in it. Oh, it'd be a big egg.
Ronnie, do you have any siblings?
No, but I wish my parents had had an egg.
Yes.
I would love a sibling.
Yeah, we
A
don't.
sibling is a
come
brother
from
or
eggs, though.
sister, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dr. Wally had any siblings.
Why?
Siblings? No. Why?
Yes.
No, of course not. I've been very, very much isolated in my studies and haven't had time for siblings.
But when you were a small egg, were there any other eggs in the nest with you?
I don't remember. How does one remember? The
I was just
egg.
curious.
What came first, the egg or the doctor? Probably the doctor.
Did you squish them?
No, I don't know. I might have pushed the other ones out because that seems like something I would do.
It
Oh,
does.
yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
does.
Seems like I would.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't remember. I have no memory of anything that happened when I was a small chick. I believe they called it. I was a
Cockatoo
chick.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't remember any of it. I remember there was a happiness there. I remember I had something called love, I believe. Possibly. I don't know what that means, but I think I experienced that. But that's all I know. That's all I know.
Doc, if I may,
Yes,
may,
please.
may,
Yes,
may I?
please.
Yeah. May I ask, just curious, idle curiosity here, if I may ask, what is the first memory that you have?
First memory. Being in a cage. That's it. Being in a cage and being trapped.
Hmm.
It's my earliest memory.
Terrible first memory.
I
It
know.
sounds hard.
Nothing's really changed.
It does sound hard. Donnie, what's your
I wouldn't
first
like to be in a
memory?
cage.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
since
gosh.
you asked.
Hmm.
And do you have any siblings?
Well, yeah, I do. I have a sister. I do have a sister. We were what you call separated early on. I mean,
Yeah.
we were not brought up together, so not with our parents either. So we were just each individually. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's what you do. That's what and all. So yeah, the one sibling, but family is a larger scale, and I know I've got some family out there. I have this one cousin. Used to make movies. Yeah, he talked, and so they put him in movies. So
Sure.
but other than that, no, really no, nobody close, no.
Right. Sparky, I just want to come back to you in this concern you have about your parents replacing you. You are facing some significant changes right now, but as a mother, can I just tell you that when that life is growing, that new life is growing in your cave, your mother's heart is growing and expanding to encompass it. It is not replacing you. There's just going to be more room in her heart for both you and the new baby. Does that give you any
Your
comfort?
baby's making her heart get big?
It's expanding in a way that she has love for everybody.
So the baby's is killing my mother?
No, not at all. She just is going to have enough room for love for both you and the new baby. But you don't have to be the baby anymore. You're growing. You're going to school. You're flying. You're developing friendships. You don't need to be the baby anymore. There's room for a baby, a new one.
And you'll have a friend for life.
And so is it only with having babies, or if you make friends, if you get a new friend, does that mean that your heart grows?
Yes. Well, and let's look at this group. Before you started this group, Ronnie, you didn't have room in your heart for all of us, and now you do, right? Sparky, is the same true? You didn't know any of us, and so you didn't love us, but now that we're all part of the same group, your heart has expanded and you have room for all of us. Yes?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, except for Dr. Wally.
I know, it's hard.
What?
Dr.
Why would you
Zebra,
say that?
we
What?
have 2 minutes before our next session begins. Can we reflect on today and decide on a topic that we would like to discuss next week? Thank you.
Well, I'm aware of time, everybody, and I would like to see and check in if there is a topic that one of you would like to address.
No one listens to me.
No?
No.
Hey, there's a topic. There's a topic. We could spend a whole hour talking about that. Believe me, we could. Yeah. So
I believe we should talk about the time-space continuum. That's what I think. That should be the topic.
I wonder if we might want to talk about I think change is a great topic, but Dr. Codswallop, your disclosure that you have not experienced any change and that you've been in the same situation for a very long time might be a great topic of what happens when there isn't change.
Well, Donnie didn't have change. A lot of people didn't have change. Be quiet for a minute. A lot of people didn't have change. Just saying.
So,
how dare you?
Dr. Zebra,
yes.
possibly the topic of listening might be an optimal conversation.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one.
I listen a lot.
We will definitely be talking about that next time. Thank you, everybody. I so enjoyed this conversation. Sparky, congratulations on all the wonderful changes in your life. We are all cheering for you, and we have your back. Congratulations. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
I'm a very good listener.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bonnie.
Bye.
End
Bye,
speed.
There's going to be a baby.
How?
Did you see everybody's faces? Last night she laid an egg.
Well, I was wondering, like, Sparky's 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
How long does the baby stay in the egg?
Yeah, what's the gestation period for
Yeah.
driving?
You're right.
It could be a couple months.